With high-stakes talks between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin, Ukraine's president is drawing the line, saying he will not hand over the Donbas region in exchange for peace. But Trump says territorial swaps will be on the table in Alaska. This report. In Kyiv, President Vladimir Zelensky is rejecting any Russian proposal to trade territory for a ceasefire, warning that giving up the Donbas would only set the stage for a future attack. Zelensky says Ukraine will not leave the Donbas and insists the core issue is illegal occupation. Zelensky claims ceding land could hand Moscow a springboard for renewed aggression, saying it would give Russia about 9,000 square kilometers, nearly 30% of the Donetsk region. The Donbas, made up of Luhansk and Donetsk, has been partly occupied by Russia since 2014. Moscow now controls almost all of Luhansk and about 70% of Donetsk. Ukraine's president argues withdrawing now would abandon fortifications and high ground, opening the door to a fresh offensive. But in Washington, President Trump says a land swap remains part of his peace plan and expressed frustration with Zelensky's stance.
I was a little bothered by the fact that Zelensky was saying, well, I have to get constitutional approval. I mean, he's got approval to go into war and kill everybody, but he needs approval to do a land swap because there'll be some land swapping going on. I know that through Russia and through conversations with everybody.
Trump says the upcoming talks in Alaska will try to get some of that territory back for Ukraine, but hinted that some areas might remain under Russian control.
Russia's occupied a big portion of Ukraine. They've occupied some very prime territory. We're going to try and get some of that territory back for Ukraine.
Zelensky has repeatedly rejected any territorial concessions to Russia, maintaining his claims to the country's land. Moscow, however, has insisted that any peace deal must include Ukraine's withdrawal from what it now calls its new regions. The Alaska summit with Putin is set for August 15 and is expected to focus on ending the Ukraine conflict and reshaping the battlefield map.